Pew Podcast Live, where you get your favorite hot topics from a Christian perspective. Starring National Gospel Recording Artist, Pastor Ron Todd, the lovely Mel Phillips, everyone's favorite aunt, Penny Ellis, and the swag-tastic Josh Jad. This show is dedicated to our beloved C. Ashley Brown Lawrence. Buckle up, you're in for a ride.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pew. Hey, Mel.
Hey, Ron, what's going on?
Oh, not too much. I'm so excited to be here. And, Mel just had a birthday, y'all. So,
I did.
I'm so excited about that. And, every time I think about your big age that we're not going to talk about, it's just amazing because you still look the same from like years and years ago.
Thank you, Jesus.
Right. I know that's right. But I mean, God is so good. Like the wine that say millions didn't make it. But we was one of the ones that did.
And we made it.
Yes. Hey, Wanda. She said, hey, Pew crew. Y'all come on in. We got such a good show today. And I always get excited. I love when we have guests. We got a guest next week. But I love when it's just hot topics.
I love the hot topics.
I love the hot topics. Don't get me wrong. I love supporting, especially our local talent, and
yes,
giving them a platform. But these hot topics, it's just be good to me. It'd be good. So y'all come on in. Make sure you say hey to us, and we will say hey right back to y'all. Y'all say happy belated birthday to Mel too.
Yes, happy birthday. And just so you know, Ryan, I celebrate my birthday until like June 21st. That's going to be my
Wait, not all month, but right? Because your birthday at the end of the month, so you have to carry it on.
I got to get my 30 days in, okay?
I know that's right.
And I'm only stopping because my sister's birthday is after that. And I don't want to run into her birthday celebration, but yes. Right,
I love it. Come on in the room. But did you enjoy your birthday, Mel?
I did. I was a little sad because Sissy wasn't here, but she is here in love and very much in all my birthday memories. So my sisters got me together, my baby sisters, Kelly and Maya, and they made sure that I had a wonderful, wonderful birthday weekend. Thank you, Lady Mary. Thank you, Keisha.
Yes, they say happy belated birthday, Mel. I pray it was wonderful.
It was.
Hey, Pew crew, happy belated birthday, Mel. Yes. Y'all come on in. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the share button. Tell everybody that we are on tonight. We have such a great show. I don't want anybody to miss it. It's going to be good. Good. Charlotte says, hey, Pew crew. Hey, Charlotte. Y'all come on in. Make sure you hit share, y'all. Share it to your page. This is going to be a good show tonight. And for those of you guys who are wondering, we're no longer live on Soul TV on Tuesdays. We're back recording live on Tuesday with the live virtual audience, and then we will then air on Soul TV on Thursday. Okay. Which is just fine. It's okay.
Yes.
But yeah, so you got a chance to hang with your little sisters, which was great.
Yeah.
How was your Memorial Day? Just in general, did you do anything?
It was good. My stepfather cooked, so I went over there, and it was more birthday celebrations, more cards with the love inside the cards. I love them cards.
Yes.
But yeah, that's it.
And what about today? You were back to work today?
No, I'm off. And if anybody from work is watching this, do not call me until you see me.
When you go back to work?
I might go back for a minute Friday because I got to put the people payroll in.
Right.
I'm trying not to go back until Monday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
And that was smart because then you only had to take 4 instead of 5 days because of the holiday.
Yeah. And I needed a little break.
It's necessary.
It is. And I wanted to go on vacation, but Stephanie had to do her deal. And I'm so glad I checked my calendar. As you get older, everybody, keeping it in your head don't always work. Have a backup. Put important dates on your calendar so you'll have reminders. And when you plan it, you can look and see, yeah, that's not going to work. I got something to do that day. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mel, your earrings are beautiful.
You know I love a cute earring.
Oh, yeah. Those are really nice.
Thank you.
Lady Mary said, behave tonight, you two, since it's all hot topics. We can't make no promises.
Exactly. It depends on what the people did.
It be the topics. It don't be us. We just be
expressed. Yeah, it's the people. It's not us.
It don't be us at all. But so Josh is headed back home to Atlanta. You know, he went back home to Connecticut to be with his family during the holidays. He left last week, which is why he missed the Pew, and he's literally on his way back home this week. But I did talk to him today. He was in DC, so he's getting closer to home, doing well on the road. And so today we're going to premiere, you know, the choir he sings in, David Walker in High Praise. They have a new single. We play I'm Saved, which was the first single from their album. Now the new single is called Holy, and we're going to play that today. It's featuring the incomparable Wendy Wyatt, and it's a beautiful, beautiful song. So I can't wait for that. Awesome. Lady Mary says, safe travels, Josh. Absolutely.
Yes, safe and quickly.
Yes.
Ooh, is he driving?
He's driving. He doesn't like to fly. He loves to drive, and God bless him.
Okay, good.
Yep, God bless him, because I get on the plane in a minute.
You be out of here. Anything more than 8 hours, I'm gonna have to catch a flight for. But 8 and under, I love a nice car trip. You get to stop and explore.
But yeah, no, I'm with you. If you have good company and a lot of people, I miss the old trips like we used to do with like our church family, which my church is doing a trip here coming up, but those were fun. We had games on the bus, and we were trying to guess how many gumballs was in the jar, and whoever got it right got closest to it got the gumball. We was playing hands up to 85. We was doing everything. It was just fun.
I haven't played that in so long.
But that's what like made the trip. It was the fellowship. And you know, Mel, I was just talking to another pastor the other day, and we were talking about how just different the whole church experience is. And I want to say we may have talked about this before, but like somehow church has became like a mobile hot stop. You know, it's like I come, I get my worship on, I get my praise on, I get my word, and I'm out. You know, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, I oftentimes talk about growing up, church family was like my family.
Family, yeah.
We grew
up together. The kids I went to church with, we literally grew up together. They were
to this day, Mel. Yeah. The people that I went to church with, we may not go to church together no more, but we still family because we grew up in church together. Mm-hmm. They're like a distant cousin. I mean, I think about it. When I moved back to Michigan from Chicago, like 17, 18 years ago now, and moved to Pontiac, that's how you and your family took me in like family, because I was going to church with them. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we were raised. It was church. You know, church family is your family. You know, it was all intertwined. But things have changed so much within the last 10 to 20 years, where now it's like, you know, I know you by face. We may say, hey, or whatever, but you out of there. And I miss it though, Mel. I mean, I can remember a time where like as kids, we couldn't go, if it wasn't a cousin, you couldn't go sleep over nobody's house. You know what I'm saying? That was like unheard of. But if it was somebody from the church, now they could come over, or you could do stuff over there. But other than that, no.
I think we're going to see a return to that, because people are really wanting that closer relationships with people. I don't know what happened to make us kind of veer off where, okay, we're not doing that no more. I don't want people in my business. I don't want to be in their business. But I think people are like yearning for that closeness, for community. And that's what church was. That was our village. That was our community.
It was.
Yeah.
Kevin said, hey, Pew Crew, happy birthday, Mel.
Thank you, Kevin.
Lady Mary said, yes, my church growing up always had church trips. So much fun. And I feel like even as an adult, that's how you keep like good, wholesome company,
Mhm.
because like you have like-minded people, not perfect people, but people that want to do the best they can to be right. You know what I'm saying? People
Right.
that have like minds, and you just get together and you guys have lots of activities together. That's another thing. Like I was talking to a pastor the other day, they were like, we barely ever do special services. Like it was nothing to have an evening service. It was nothing to have YPWW, young people willing workers. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I always just want to be in church 24/7, but it was just organized situations where we came together, where whether it was a game night or a movie night, or if it was just all of us get together and doing some sort of fellowship, but it was keeping us close knit. No matter
Mhm.
how big your church grew, like you stayed tight. There were small groups. There were all kind of things going on, so that there was camaraderie.
True, true, true. And I hope that we get back to that. I know I see some churches doing that, especially with younger people. Like they are getting together and finding reasons to hang out, to have
Hmm.
coffee, to bond with their children. Just they're doing it, and we'll get back there. We will.
Yeah, no problem, Kevin. We glad you're here. Um, yeah, I think we will too. I will say I think it is the current generation that
Hmm.
is causing us to veer away from it. It's just different. I think they're Gen Zs now. They definitely are more like I can watch it online, or I'm gonna come in, get my word, do my two step, and I'm out. Like I'm good.
I see like down here where I am, I see a lot of younger people in churches, and it's almost like a community church because they're all different backgrounds, they're all different races, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. It's a church,
Hmm.
I can't think of the name of it. I want to say it's Churches Detroit, and sometimes they have things in the area, and when I say they show up, I'm like, why all these cars by my house? And I'm a little inquisitive, so I got to circle the block. I'm like, oh, that church has something down the street.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think, and you're right. Not just like I can watch church on TV, on the internet. I think we lost something with COVID as well, because it's
Yeah.
like I could do my dishes and be praising the Lord. People just incorporating other things into their Sunday morning worship time.
But not only that, remember we did have a season where it was not safe for us to
Mhm.
assemble together. And then it was like that in between phase where they was telling us, okay, we should be good. But after all these folks died and have died and almost died, somebody we knew died, we weren't trying to risk it. So we were very, I mean, literally, I would say just the last like year and a half, maybe 2 years, people have finally been like, okay, I think it's really good now.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
because it would, I mean, especially without a mask. I mean, think about it. We went a long time being very, very skeptical. I mean, it was a big deal just to go to your mom's house. You know what I'm saying? Like just to, because you didn't want to get her sick, she didn't want to get you sick, and you like, well, she older, and it it was a lot.
It was a lot, and even now, especially for some of our, for me, because I'm the old people now. I'm the new old people. The older you get, the more susceptible you are to germs of that and things of that nature. So it's still some places I'll go, baby. I'm gonna have my mask on.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna see me in the airport because I'm going to have on my mask, unless you know me and know what my hair looked like that day. So
Hey,
I'm still
Chris.
masking up for to go some places.
Absolutely. I'm not mad at you. And there's sometimes I get on the plane and it seems like everybody barking, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
All of
And
y'all.
but I feel like that's something that COVID taught us. Like, first of all, wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's
Mhm.
let's start there constantly, and keep you some lotion if you just worried about your skin being dry. I don't like dry skin either, but we gotta wash them hands. And then be mindful. If you sick, stay home. Or at the very
Somebody
minimum,
told me in the store. I'm like, why are you here?
Why are you here? And at the bare minimum, because don't get me wrong, there's been times where I felt like my sinuses were just acting up or I didn't feel my best. Even though nowadays, because we have a mass mutation and a mass immunity to COVID, it could be COVID and feel like sinuses because of where we at with it now. So you got to be careful with that too, because still what to a healthier person can be sinuses can be deadly to an elderly person.
Somebody else.
So that's why I just feel like at minimum, if you're not feeling well, you got a little cold, sinuses, put you a mask on. You know, just have some kind of, and keep a distance. Don't be all up in people's face.
Yeah, wear your mask and DoorDash. You can order your groceries online if need be. Do things that make sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And what always makes sense is for us to talk about our angel, Miss C. Ashley Brown Lawrence. We're not going to do a show without talking about you, Ash. In July, it'll be 2 years. I cannot believe it. 2 years since she went to be with the Lord. Very first co-host, cast to this show and meant so much to the world. So, Ashley, we love you and we'll never, ever, ever stop talking about you and keeping you alive here on the Pew. Also, guys, don't forget to download her latest single. It is called The Old School Medley. It's available on all digital outlets. If you don't have it, please, ma'am, please, sir, make sure you get it. I'm telling you, it will bless you. Every now and then we play it here on the show as well, and so you can get a listen. Also, don't forget to get my latest single, I Can Get a Prayer Through, available on all digital outlets and still impacting radio right now. And I've been telling y'all it's coming sooner than you think. New music is coming. I mean, in the coming weeks, like advertisement's going to be hitting real soon. So be ready for that. I'm excited. It's going to be absolutely great. But speaking of new music, like promised, we have new music from David Walker and High Praise, which is the choir that our very own Josh sings with. And so I'm excited to bring this single. So here we go. It's the world premiere right here on the Pew Podcast. Yeah. David Walker and High Praise featuring the incomparable Wendy Wyatt with Holy.
was beautiful.
Beautiful. David Walker and High Praise featuring Wendy Wyatt. Oh my gosh, her voice is insane. Very anointed. Love that. So make sure you guys grab that, get that in your repertoire, and it can bless you all the time. I see Bishop J. Eric Brown says, hey, my Pew crew. Hey, Bishop. So glad you chimed in. I see Pastor Greg C. Brown says, bless you, Pew crew.
Hey.
Good to see you. You are just in time because, Mel, what we about to do?
The hot topics.
Let's go. All right. So this is interesting because you think about it, you know, if a person were to get sentenced to life in prison, that means that they're in prison for the rest of their life. But this gentleman actually died while he was in prison, but they were able to bring him back to life. So now he's arguing that his life sentence has ended. What say ye?
Listen, he said, I'm ready to go.
He said, listen, it's a technicality, but I had life in prison and I died.
And this is his second life. Ooh.
They brought him back to life. So he like, I mean, so what? Do I get out now? Do I go before the parole board? Because I've served my life sentence.
That's why they give the people life plus 100 years. So if you die and they bring you back, now you just got to do the 100 years.
Lady Mary said, what? Laugh out loud. No, sir. He said he did his life sentence. He don't care what y'all talking about.
Ooh, I want to see how it's going to work out for him.
I do too. No, I think it's not. That's too funny to me. Now, a few years ago, Tawanda Braxton, who is famously known as the sister to living legend Toni Braxton and their baby sister, Tamar Braxton, she has come out talking about how she deals with alopecia and decided to cut all of her hair off and rock it bald. Recently, the internet, who has no chill, took a picture of her in an outfit and they related it back to In Living Color. Take a look.
Oh my God. I saw that little hat and I didn't understand it. Like,
I don't understand.
Was it like a decoration for the graduation? Like, where's the rest of the hat, baby? Where? Tawanda, I need some more hat.
I need some more hat. The little headband is hanging on for dear life. It looks like it's about to slide off that little smooth head. Wait a minute. This is my favorite. Pastor Greg said, laughed my butt off, hated it. Oh my goodness. What would make her do that? I don't understand, y'all. Kevin Moore said, one question. Why?
That's what I want to know.
It's the hat. No. Christina said, that's a mess. Absolutely. So Tawanda, I mean, if you're going to wear a hat, you might as well put on a wig. But this here, it's a no for me. She looks like a country brown egg. Oh, my God. Kevin said, Greg, you stole the words from my mouth.
No, Tawanda, no. You should have called the sisters. That's when you drop a picture in the group chat so everybody can eat you up in a group chat. Then you don't have to be embarrassed by the public.
Because I'm like, what is she wanted some attention? She had to, because that was it. She sure did. Well, this next story is not as funny. A kindergarten brings Jell-O shots to school and gives them to classmates. Let's see. Let me get this last. Okay, he's just laughing. This kindergarten in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, brought alcoholic Jell-O shots to school and shared them with classmates, according to school district officials. The Greater Johnstown School District launched an investigation into the incident, which occurred earlier this week at one of its elementary schools, officials said in a statement posted to social media on Wednesday. The young student distributed the Jell-O shots, small cups containing alcohol, to at least 3 other students, according to the district's account. School staff were alerted and immediately took action. The children who consumed the shots were evaluated by a school nurse and then transported to a local hospital by emergency medical services out of an ambulance of caution. Their parents met with them at the hospital, school officials reported. Officials did not say how much alcohol the children had ingested or whether any of the students showed signs of intoxication. Superintendent Dr. Amy D. Acurio called the situation an isolated incident and said that Jell-O shots were confiscated once discovered. Local authorities are assisting in the investigation, including looking into how a kindergarten obtained the shots. I can tell you how they obtained the shots.
Yes.
Because parents are being irresponsible. That's how. First of all, if you make Jell-O shots, you do not leave them in the reach of children, especially if you got a kindergartner. That's something you make when they go on to their friend's house for a couple of days, or something like that, or you let them know this is not regular Jell-O, baby. This is for adults. Do not touch it. And my thing is, what did they put them in their backpack? How did you not see them walking out with a whole tray of Jell-O shots? I guess I'm confused.
One, like you said, they should have never had access to them. And people have to understand that what you do in moderation, your children will do in excess. That's number one. Your child, I didn't believe in having liquor and stuff in my house in front of my child. That's just not something that you do.
No.
And it's easy. If the baby probably thought it was the little Jell-O cups that's usually in the pantry, but they were in the refrigerator, or maybe they just have Jell-O and she just got them. Was like, I'm getting one for everybody. Since we have so many.
Right.
Took them to school and passed them out.
Kevin Moore said, what's wrong with these parents? Adrian, no problem. We're glad you're here. Pastor Greg said, exactly, Pastor Ron, irresponsible parents. Everybody don't need kids. Now, that's the truth. Lady Mary said, right.
They had a good time in that class. I'm glad none of the children were seriously harmed, but they had a good old time that day.
Terrible, absolutely.
And where was the teacher while they was passing them out in the kindergarten? Like,
I got questions.
What kind of everybody? No, that wouldn't have happened on my watch, because
that superintendent needs to investigate that school. Not just the parents need to be investigated, and the school needs to be investigated, because we not just distributing Jell-O shots. When I saw the first Jell-O being passed out, I would have confiscated it. Like, first of all, this is not snack time, and I didn't know you brought enough for the whole class. Did we discuss this? It's a lot of allergies going on in school now. You can't just bring in stuff for the whole class. So how was that just distributed? Because you just figured it was water and food coloring? No, ma'am, no, sir. So the whole class was drunk. They had to send them to the hospital. Hey, Keita.
Hey, Keita. That was funny. I mean, it's sad, but it's funny as well to me anyway.
And Keita, if you didn't know, Mel was at the concert too. She was sitting right behind me getting it.
Yes, it was beautiful. Everything was just so well executed. Kudos to you.
Christina said, teacher ate one.
The teacher like, give me a red one and a blue one.
Right. The teacher got her a shot too. That is terrible. Let's see. Whole class done. Lady Mary said, if the cups weren't sealed, they shouldn't be distributed. Exactly. Thank you, from a teacher. Auntie Lou. Lady Lucas says, this generation is a whole different world. Yes, it's sad. So sad. Very sad. Greg C. Brown thought it was a sour apple. He said, right. Hey, Pastor Ty and Pew crew, God bless you. Hey, missionary. I'm gonna send you a message after the show, missionary. Adrian says that green is called mean green. Don't ask how I know. Okay.
Now, if I listen, the teachers need, especially in kindergarten, I'm looking into people backpacks.
Absolutely.
Because ain't no telling, because kids do things even when you tell them not to do.
Yep.
Touch things you tell them not to touch. I would be all in the little kid stuff. What? Bring me the whole bag. That's what we doing first thing in the morning. Let me take a look in here and see what's in this bag.
That's right. And as they should. I need to see everything. But as we know, it is graduation season. And now they're doing a new thing at graduations where they want everybody to hold their applause to the end so that nobody feels slighted. But this father wasn't having it.
Hey, Holly.
All right, Dookie! Go ahead on, Dookie! I'm proud of you, baby! I ain't holding my applause because you've been through too much dedication. Rick in the house, I love you, baby. Let me tell you something. If God be for you, who can be against you? Go ahead on. Tomorrow ain't coming. I ain't holding my applause. Rick in the house, I love you, girl. Go ahead on.
Aaron,
Nah, he just took it too far.
Too far. Hold on, my camera acting up again.
I see.
Too far.
He took it way too far. He should have saved that for the backyard party. That was just too far.
And the thing of it is, to me, it seemed like he was trying to do a little something for himself. Because if I had to hear how Ricky was in the house one more time, Ricky in the house. It ain't even about you, Ricky. It's about your daughter.
Yeah, that is so embarrassing. But she know her daddy.
She know him. I know she was embarrassed though. I know she.
Yeah, that he took it too far. So parents, sometimes you just have to hold your applause, or at least your whole message. He had a whole speech prepared. He didn't even have to write it down. He remembered everything he wanted to say and went on and said it.
He did, and made a fool out of himself and his poor baby. Lord have mercy.
Brian, what's going on with what's going on with the camera?
I don't know, but I'm gonna work it out. In the meantime, now this baby, she had the right posture. She got her degree, and she had to get God to pray.
Be seated. Be seated. Sorry. I'm sorry I didn't do that. We gotta stop here.
Oh yeah, I like that kind of
She did her
carrying
big one when that I don't even know what it's called, when it's to the back. That's your big one. Didn't she get like
Oh yeah,
agree with that one? Go on, girl.
Yeah.
You shout about that accomplishment.
Wait, Adrian said he's the reason my mama won't let me go to a graduation. Oh Lord, Uncle Hennessy let him have it. Oh
Okay,
my God.
definitely some brown involved. Definitely.
We all proud of Tukey. Bishop said he had a Jello shot before he came. Absolutely. Christina said, "Oh no, we lost, Ron." That means green, Bishop. Oh my gosh, Ron, do I need to pull up? You good over there? Oh no, I'm okay. It's just my connection. Lady Mary said yes. At least she was decent and in order. Yes, she was.
Yes.
Christina Dunn, he must be using dial-up today. Oh Lord.
Not the dollar.
Bishop said, that's me the first of the month. I shout like her. Oh my goodness. But you know what's so crazy about that to me though? These young girls crack me up dancing in these flats and flip-flops and little Debbie cakes. Where's your shoes at? I can't stand no flat foot floozy. Come off the ground. I can't stand it. Just lazy.
They can't do. They need at least a little kitten heel.
A little kitten, a little something. Get off that ground so you can really step. These ladies, come on, they lazy. Don't even know how to be ladies. But anyways, this is hilarious. You ever had a person that every time you do a service like people may not know this, but you are actually a professional nail tech. Like you went to school to do nails as well. Like, but you ever do a service and then people always be like, can you just do a little fix right here? Can you just swipe it one more time with the polish? Can you just do this? This barber gives us, this is a perfect example of how people play too much. Take a look.
Oh yeah, dude, you did a good job, man. Hey, do me a favor. Just tuck this out a little bit. That's right. Yeah. Well, I must say you do a good job, though, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Get that fade in there.
Yep.
Check that out.
Check it. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I like that.
That's better?
Yeah, that's better. That's straight, dude.
He ain't do nothing.
You know, the beauty industry, that is the customer service. No, I didn't do nothing, but you asked, I'm going to do it anyway. And then me, when I was doing them, yes, I do anything extra for a fee. So come on, I'll give you one more little stripe. That's $2 more.
Exactly. What? Nothing wrong. Some people just got to feel like they got to say something. And them be the same people that will never give you a tip. Never. Never give you a tip. Yeah, it's crazy. Folks be trying to be big when little got them. Wasn't nothing wrong with that haircut. Exactly.
Nothing.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, it cracks me up. And it's always the people. I mean, they want all this extra, and they don't give you no tip, no nothing. And it's like, wow. But you got all these complaints. Want the hardest service. Okay. This next one I thought was so funny because I'm about ready to break all the fans, but this was cute. Wait a minute. Wait.
He got it.
Angel said he's trying to figure out why ain't nobody else with him. Buddy got it better than me.
Yes, he do.
Too cute. Laugh aloud. She's not impressed. She was too busy being cute in her little dress. The girl ain't moving at all. No, she wasn't moving. She was too cute to move. She had her barrettes. Listen, she wasn't moving.
That's when you interrupt the ceremony. I would have got my baby off that stage. You get on this floor and go for what you know. You didn't practice.
Right, now, you know we don't work on this at home. For you to do this routine at the end of the year, don't play. I know that's right. All right, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Y'all keep it live.
Ryan Todd Productions presents Keep It Clean Faith Comedy Tour, starring comedian Stefan.
It's not easy being single. Saw this pretty girl in the church pastor, had my K&G suit on. Walked over to her and said, you know, you fearfully and wonderfully made. She smiled just like you did. Here come my husband. Tell me, that's my wife you talking to. I said, so? We in church. The Bible says, he that findeth a wife, findeth what? A good thing. Now he ain't say who wife.
And special musical performance by Ron Todd.
Oh! Watch God do it. I said, watch God do it. Watch God do it. I said, watch God do it. If he did it before, he'll do it again. If he did it before, he'll do it again.
Friday, June 13, 2025 at Kingdom Dwellers Ministries, 2261 Marquette Street in Detroit. Free admission. Doors open at 6:15. Show starts at 7 p.m. See you there.
All right, we want to see you there. It's absolutely free, so plan to be with us on June 13th with comedian Stefan Wright at Kingdom Dwellers, 2261 Marquette Street in Detroit, Michigan. All right, so Mel, of course, it is prom season. And so where there's a prom, there's the Pew Police. You better not slip on your drip. And Christina, to answer your question, yeah, we will talk about Rumi next week. All right, here we go. Okay.
Oh, pretty. I
like this. You know, I'm not crazy about the color against her skin.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the dress so much that it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's very, very pretty.
You know, and it's not too revealing. You can tell that it costs some money too. This isn't a cheap gown. It's very well put together. Lady Mary says pretty. I like her hair.
Yeah, her
Very,
dress, very
very elegant. Mm-hmm. This is what I would like to see more from the girls at prom these days. All right.
I like it. I don't know what that front part is doing, but
it's a lot for me.
I don't like the front. Is that a sash? What is that? And
I don't know, but I feel like that could go because it's adding too much to that front.
Yeah, it's taken away from the dress, but I love that color on her, and I don't like the flowers on the arms either. But
no, it's giving Under the Sea. It's giving me Little Mermaid. You know, it's like Pocahontas meets Little Mermaid.
Not Pocahontas.
But I mean, I like her hair. I like the headpiece.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's see.
Is all these the same girl?
This is a different girl.
Okay.
Now, this dress I like, but I don't know what I think about black for prom.
It's too grown for the prom.
Yeah.
It's too grown.
It's giving like going to a banquet in your 40s.
Yeah, that's too grown for the prom.
Yeah. All right. Oh, we got our kids with us. Not one, but two. And I guess when you want to have babies before your prom, they got to be your date. And I mean, these ain't babies either. So, I mean, did you have them in the 6th grade or?
I hope they her little brothers.
Let's hope.
I just need something, a little something to separate, to define her waist.
Yes, yeah. I agree.
I like
the bottom.
I don't know what her hair is doing.
I can't get what the hair doing. And then my thing is maybe she have had children, and so that's why her breasts don't have no depth to them. But get you some tape or something and push them up so they're not hanging like that. That don't look nice with your breasts hanging like that. You know, like Portia from Housewives of Atlanta, her breasts look like they social distancing, like she told Eva.
Not social distancing. But I like the color. I just need something to define the waist.
The waist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I do like the color on her skin though. Now, to me, this dress is giving typical. I'm starting to see this look a lot.
Yeah, it looked a lot like the same dress. The dress before, it looked like a lot like the dress before.
I do like that color. I think that looks great against these black girls' skin. I'm trying to see her hair, but it looked like the curl on the side already fell before she even got to the prom. Mm-hmm.
She cute.
And then I don't know what he doing.
I know
He look like he
looking
going to the
cool,
homecoming.
He looked like maybe that's her daddy just holding her hand for the prom because them some grown man shoes.
Yeah, and that's not giving prime. His look giving. I'm going to to the homecoming. Okay,
It's cute.
I do like it. I do like it.
I
She
didn't
paid
have
some
to
money
see
for
her
this gown.
stomach. I did not have to see her stomach, but it's cute.
No, and it's a lot of skin. These girls, they don't have a problem showing skin. They're very comfortable showing skin. And then, the hair to me isn't giving prom hair. That's every day going to get your hair done. And I think it's very ghetto when you got on a blue dress to match your hair with your dress.
Blue. Maybe she a Crip, Ron. No,
Ooh,
yeah, them the ones that wear the blue. But it's cute. Her hair don't look bad. Even if she was gonna do blue, I want to see what it would look like up.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's cute.
Yeah, even if she would have just kind of like pinned it up or something.
And I want to see the people's shoes. Do they got sneakers on? Well, where's the shoes?
These gowns are so long you can't even see them. They don't know how to pull the dress up and show you a shoe.
I want to see a shoe. Oh, that's pretty.
That is. But see, just like her, you would think she 50, 60 years old. And because her breasts look like they hanging to the floor. Even though you have on a strapless dress, you still have to have on a strapless bra or have something to push them puppies up. These girls is too young to have sagging breasts like that. That don't look good. That don't look good. And then what is that around her neck? Or is that her hair
I think
flying?
that's her hair blowing.
Now, I actually like his suit. It's very classic and safe, but I think it looks nice as tuxedo.
Yeah, I like it. They look cute.
Yeah. Pastor Greg laughing at you, man.
What?
Okay. Now, as they get married, is she from the Holiness Church and she got on her head covering? What is happening here?
I don't like that veil, and I don't like his red shoes. I don't care what's going on in the world. You can have
And it's giving slew-footed. Why his feet hanging out like this?
A man can have a little red in his shoes, but I don't want to see no man with no all red shoes. That's just me.
And then it looked like his brother's shoes, and they too big.
But his suit looks nice. I don't know about that veil.
The breast should not look depressed. The tuxedo was nice. She needed a better girdle on. These girls, I just don't understand. A lot of the younger generation don't know about undergarments. When you wearing certain clothes, you have to snatch your waist in and stuff.
The generation before was traumatized.
Well, they got them now where they not as bad with all the wires and stuff. They got some good ones now. That's Greg said, I don't like Pee Wee Herman red shoes. Come on.
Yeah, don't give me no red shoes, please. Never.
Okay. Well,
they did the best they could. They cute. Ain't nothing sagging on her.
No, she got braids. Maybe she only got a teaspoon of hair, so she couldn't get no updo, so she had to updo the braids. The dress is safe a little bit. Her shoes are nice. And I'm sure he did the best he could.
They did the best they could. And I see a shoe and it's cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think she need that necklace on.
No. Now, I'm being nice. I think she looks nice. I don't like for elegant events. I think ladies should have their hair up. These long wigs. It's just not, to me, it's not elegant. That's everyday hair. Like, I don't know, but she looks nice in her dress. I don't know what he's doing. It looked like they didn't finish braid his hair all the way down in them locks. The suit looked like it's like a polyester.
Not polyester. What if they would put some little red beads on the end of his braids? Would we have hated that?
Hated it. Okay.
What grade she in?
Right, because she looked like she 40 and
Oh,
somebody mama. And once again, we just not gonna do no bra. We're gonna just let them hang and swing and clap.
well, the people can tape you up. If you go to a really good dress shop, they do offer to tape you up.
Yes. And I can't see what her hair is doing, but from the front, it looked like the regular little edge swoop. And I don't like his shoes. I don't like his hair. I'm moving. That's oh. Now, what's she supposed to be, Victoria Rabbit or okay.
Let me say this about blonde. There is a color blonde for every skin tone.
Yep.
You just have to get with a stylist or go to the beauty supply or the Le Beauty Play and have them pull out all they blinds and you put them against your skin. There's a blind for everybody.
Veronica said pass. Yeah, and these young girls look old.
It's them Takis. Taking the kids out. Slow down on them Takis.
Okay. This isn't so bad. Them breasts could be supported a little better.
I like that color, but again, slow.
And then that hair, there's nothing elegant about that. We bringing our babies. Okay, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. And they just letting the babies in prime. And then is that a wad of money? And then his jacket looked polyester. And they both had their stuff made.
I wish I could see the rest of her dress. Her dress looks cute.
It does.
I can see. And I like her messy bun.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Her dress looks very cheap and typical. Like she went to the secondhand shop and made it do what it do. Her hair, nothing elegant about it. Now, I'm not mad at his suit. I kind of like the jacket. I don't know what the shoes are doing with the floods. The best thing about this picture is the Cybertruck.
No, I don't mind her dress. If she could move those flowers, I could see the whole dress. And I hope she don't have a black purse with those silver shoes, but that's just
she do. She do.
But I would like to see the entire dress. I don't like those shoes. They look like those expensive Balenciaga shoes that the kids are just wearing for the name and because they cost a couple $1,000 because they not cute.
Mm-mm.
But we done talked about the folks' key. Oh, that's not bad. Her prom, but why they looking so grown?
And then why he got his hair in his face like French fries? Like why not pull it back for the prom? And then
that's his bob. He got a bob. That's his braid bob.
And then he looked mad and she looked I'm confused. Okay. We need to do more.
It's difficult. Like I remember looking for a prom dress for the better part of the entire school year, and we finally found this $800 dress my child just
because
had.
that's your biggest moment of your high school career. You all through your childhood, you waiting for this big moment. So it is important. We'll do more prom stuff maybe next week. I didn't even address the AMAs because the fashion was just so treacherous. We'll see maybe next week as well. We got time real quick for our question of the night, and here it is.
Tracy.
It's me, Tracy. Now I got a question, y'all. Because yesterday was Memorial Day or whatever. So I decided to have a select few of people over to my house. Because, child, most of my family They can't even drive to the suburbs where I live because they driving dirty, license suspended, or whatever, or just don't have license plates or tags and all that. So only certain people could come anyway. So we had a nice little cookout. Now this is the first time I have seen my husband, mama, since she put me out her house just for wearing my bathing suit. And so she came over and she spoke and everything was good. It was real good. But then all of a sudden I noticed she done brought in 2 pans of macaroni and cheese and a pan of yams. And I'm like, what does girl think she going with this mac and with these yams? Because everybody know that my macaroni and cheese, honey, they call it the mac attack, okay? And my sweet potatoes taste just like the pie without the crust, baby. It be on jam. So I'm like, why would she bring that? We told her to bring herself. She asked if we need her to bring anything, and we said, no, Tracy's doing all the cooking. Honey, when it was time to eat, she came in that kitchen and was like, wait a minute, this don't look like my Mac. And I said, no, this isn't your Mac. It's the woman of the house's Mac because everybody's going to eat my food that I prepare because I am the cook here at this dinner today. And she going to say, oh, no, because I know my son, he loves my Mac. And he gonna say, sure do, mama. And I said, boy, I know you ain't just say that. And you know I am cooked and I'm your wife. And so you know what? I went to pull out her little mac and stuff, and I accidentally dropped it all over the floor. So wasn't nobody able to eat her macaroni and cheese. And so she was like, oh no, she was like, I slave over that map. And I told her, I'm so sorry. And she said, Tracy, you did it on purpose, just like you wearing that wonder bra you got on. And I said, first of all, I have on a regular bra. I just have big breasts. Okay. But second of all, I really didn't do it on purpose. It was this cheap pan. See, she went and got some pans from the dollar store and they flimsy. So when I went to pick it up, it collapsed. But she got mad and left and said I was wrong. But y'all sweet babies, let me know. Did I do anything wrong? You know, I was a little upset because she brought it, but I didn't drop it on purpose. The pants were very cheap or whatever. They were cheap, okay? You know, so y'all let me know, my sweet babies. But I'm like, honey, I'm tired of this girl gonna come to my house with your macaroni and cheese. No.
Oh my gosh, I lost it with the cheap pants. Okay. Missionary Wood says, it's official. Tracy is crazy. Why wear a bathing suit to your mother-in-law's house? It was a pool party. It was a pool party. That wasn't an accident, Tracy. Tracy did that on purpose. Tracy is always featured in every movie. Her twin. I was just waiting, like, how is she gonna integrate her breast into the story? And there it was.
See, now listen. When you invite people over, I'm a stickler for that. If I don't ask you to bring something, please don't, because I've taken care of everything.
Right.
And I know the guests, I know their dietary requirements.
Yes.
And I know that all of the food was prepared under my watchful eye and nobody's going to leave my home and be sick. So that's why I wouldn't want anybody to bring anything. But you got to be a little more strategic. What would have happened if you would have just took that food, her foil pans down the basement, wrapped them up real good in a black garbage bag, and just let the people look. Let her look for them. When she couldn't find them, let her eat and go home. Then you put them in the trash.
That's
After
right.
everybody gone, you ain't got to just do stuff all willy nilly.
Right. I agree. It was the way you could have handled that, especially being that y'all already on shaky ground, as far as y'all relationship. You got to find a way to coexist with your mother-in-law because she ain't going nowhere and neither are you. And stop reacting to your husband. I don't even think that he meant it like that. I think he was just saying, yeah, I do like my mother's macaroni and cheese. But he wasn't saying that yours wasn't good. It's just too much thinking
The
that's going on.
husband, I got to investigate the husband a little bit. Because what are you doing to fix this situation between Tracy and your mama? Because you know how Tracy is and you know how your mama is. Like, you going to have to contain that and you got to watch what you say.
Exactly. Because he could.
Yeah, both of y'all macaroni and cheese is good to me. And just walk away.
And that would have been it.
Yes. Now he back on the futon or on the floor or in the car or wherever Tracy's setting them out.
And you did it to yourself, bruh. Whew. All right, y'all. We over our time. We got to get off here real quick. Pastor Greg said the husband is in the middle of a rock and a hard place. Well, he going to have a hard place on that couch.
He got to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. That hard place going to be by itself. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next time. We love you for free. Talk to you next week right here on the Pew. Thank y'all so much.
Yes.